Welcome, everyone. I am thrilled to have you here for our session titled Beyond the Default, Crafting Your Perfect Command Line Environment. Many developers spend a significant portion of their day inside a terminal, yet many of us never venture past the factory settings. Today, we are going to explore how you can transcend those standard configurations to build a workspace that is not only more efficient, but also tailored specifically to the way you work. Let's dive in and discover how to transform your command line into a powerful, personalized tool. The universal starting point for most ZSH users is OhmyZSH. This framework is widely celebrated as a batteries-included solution, offering an extensive ecosystem of plugins, themes, and community-driven support that enhances the shell's intelligence immediately upon installation. While it provides a powerful foundation, there is an important trade-off to consider. As you accumulate more tools and plugins, you may begin to experience a common pain point, a perceptible delay when launching a new terminal session. This latency represents the inherent weight of such a comprehensive legacy framework. To choose the right tools for your terminal environment, we must first understand the critical distinction between a framework and a prompt. While these are often discussed together, these serve very different roles. Think of the framework as the engine. A primary example is OhmyZS. It serves as your foundation, managing the entire back end of your shell configuration, including plugins, aliases, helpers, and updates. In contrast, the prompt acts as the dashboard. Tools like Starship or PowerLevel 10K strictly control the visual appearance of your command line, specifically the text and icons that appear before your cursor. Crucially, you do not have to choose one over the other. The most common and effective setup is to use a framework to manage your logic and plugins while employing a dedicated prompt for your visual interface. Let's examine our three contenders side by side to understand their core differences. Starting with OhmyZSH, this is primarily a framework and plugin manager. While it is widely used for its robust plugin ecosystem, it is the slowest of the group and can often feel heavy. It is limited to ZSH and requires manual editing of the .zshrc file, making it best for users focused on comprehensive plugin management. Next, Starship is a cross-shell prompt built with Rust, ensuring exceptional speed. Its primary advantage is compatibility across Bash, Fish, ZSH, and PowerShell. Configuration is handled through a clean, structured TOML file, making it the ideal choice for those prioritizing portability and simplicity across different environments. Finally, PowerLevel 10K is a dedicated ZSH theme known for raw performance. Thanks to its instant prompt feature, it is the fastest option available. While ZSH-specific, it offers a user-friendly configuration wizard rather than manual file editing. This tool is best for users who want the highest possible performance combined with a rich set of visual features. Starship has become the modern standard for shell prompts, offering a minimalist design that is both fast and remarkably consistent. Its primary goal is to provide an identical experience, regardless of the environment, working seamlessly across Zshawn on macOS, Bash on Linux, and PowerShell on Windows. One of its major strengths is its clean configuration. Everything is managed through a single, human-readable starship.toml file, making it exceptionally easy to understand and maintain under version control. Furthermore, because Starship is built in Rust as a compiled binary, it provides a significant performance boost over traditional themes written in shell scripts. However, there are a couple of weaknesses to keep in mind. First, Starship is strictly a prompt engine and does not manage plugins, meaning you will still need a framework like OhmyZshawn or a lighter alternative for additional functionality. Second, while it is very fast, it may be a few milliseconds slower than PowerLevel 10K when processing massive Git repositories. PowerLevel 10K, known as the Speed Demon, is a Z shell theme engineered from the ground up to solve the slow shell problem and deliver an instantly responsive terminal. Its strengths begin with the Instant Prompt feature. This is a game changer as it displays your prompt immediately, even before Z shell has finished loading your configuration, ensuring your terminal always feels snappy. The theme also includes a user-friendly configuration wizard. By running the p10k configure command, you are guided through an interactive visual setup that builds your config file for you, removing the need for manual editing to get started.
Furthermore, the transient prompt feature can automatically shorten previous prompts, leaving you with a clean history of just your commands and their output. On the other hand, there are some weaknesses to keep in mind. PowerLevel 10K is tightly integrated with Z Shell, meaning it does not work on Bash, Fish, or other shells. Additionally, while the setup wizard is excellent, the generated .p10k.z shell file is quite complex, making manual editing an intimidating task for some users.
Choosing the right shell prompt depends entirely on your specific workflow and hardware. To help you decide, let's look at 3 common scenarios. Scenario A represents the best of both worlds and is the recommended approach for most users. In this setup, you use OhmyZSH strictly for its robust plugin management, but disable its default themes. Instead, you install PowerLevel 10K or Starship on top. The result is access to a powerful plugin ecosystem without the visual lag often associated with traditional themes. If your primary goal is the absolute fastest shell response, look at Scenario B. PowerLevel 10K is the premier choice for performance. Its instant prompt technology makes the terminal feel faster than anything else available, which is particularly beneficial on older hardware or when working inside massive Git repositories that might otherwise cause delays. Finally, Scenario C is for those who value a clean setup that works everywhere. If you work in mixed environments, moving between WSL, Linux, and macOS, and demand a consistent experience across all of them, Starship is unrivaled. It provides a unified cross-platform configuration that ensures your prompt looks and behaves the same way regardless of the operating system you are using. When you incorporate tmux into your workflow, your priorities naturally shift. Because you are constantly opening and closing new panes, every pixel of screen real estate becomes precious. There are 3 key areas where this change is most apparent. First, startup speed becomes critical. A lag of even 1 or 2 seconds from a heavy configuration is felt every single time you split a pane. When you use the shortcut Ctrl+B%, you need the new session to be ready instantly to maintain your momentum. Second, vertical space is gold. In a small split pane, a multi-line prompt can consume 20% of the viewable area, effectively hiding important command output. Efficiency requires a layout that maximizes the visibility of your data. Third, scroll back clarity is essential. A clean history, free from repetitive prompt clutter, makes it much easier to read through long logs and complex outputs. In our comparison for tmux users, PowerLevel 10K emerges as the winner due to its extreme performance and optimization. Starship is a strong runner-up, offering a great balance of features. We categorize OhmyZSH as the heavy option. While feature-rich, it may be too resource-intensive for those prioritizing a fast, modular tmux environment. PowerLevel 10K is a top-tier choice for tmux users, primarily due to features that optimize both visual space and performance. The killer feature is the transient prompt. As illustrated in the side-by-side comparison, a standard prompt often clutters your history with redundant information like the username, hostname, and directory for every command executed. With the transient prompt enabled, as shown in the After section, previous prompts are automatically condensed into a simple symbol once a command is run. This significantly reduces visual noise and maximizes the vertical space available for actual terminal output. Another major advantage is the Instant Prompt feature, which addresses the startup lag common when opening new tmux panes. Typically, you have to wait several milliseconds or even seconds for your full Z shell configuration to load before you can start typing. PowerLevel 10K solves this by drawing the prompt immediately, allowing you to begin working while the rest of the shell environment finishes loading in the background. This makes the creation of new panes feel instantaneous and responsive. Finally, it is important to be aware of a minor caveat regarding icon glitches. If icons appear incorrectly within a tmux session, it is likely a locale issue. This can usually be fixed by ensuring your Lang environment variable is properly configured, or by launching tmux with the -u flag to force UTF-8 support. Correcting these settings ensures that the sophisticated visuals of PowerLevel 10K remain crisp and legible throughout your workflow. As you grow more comfortable with the terminal, you might start to feel the weight of OhmyZSH. While it serves as an excellent entry point, power users often transition away for a few key reasons. The primary complaint is bloat and slow startup times. Because the framework loads a massive amount of script code on every launch, it can cause a 1 to 2 second delay before you can even begin typing. Furthermore, OhmyZSH acts as a black box, changing dozens of ZSH defaults and setting aliases without your direct input.
This lack of transparency makes debugging difficult when something in your environment breaks. Lastly, the frequent update prompts create unnecessary friction. Modern tools typically handle these checks silently, whereas Oh My Zeesh requires manual interaction that can interrupt your workflow. If you are looking to move beyond Oh My ZSH, there are 3 excellent paths to consider depending on what you value most in your development environment. First is Zim, or Zim Foi, which represents the balanced upgrade. It is ideal for users who want the convenience of Oh My ZSH, but demand much better speed. Zim achieves this by compiling plugins for a near-instant startup and even allows you to import your existing Oh My ZSH plugins seamlessly. Second is Antidote, the modern and clean choice. This is best for users who prefer a declarative configuration. You simply list your plugins in a text file, and Antidote generates a static ZSH file to handle the rest. It is a zero-magic approach that keeps your setup transparent and efficient. Finally, we have Sheldon, the Rust option. If you appreciate the philosophy of tools like Starship, Sheldon is a perfect fit. As a fast binary, it uses a plugins.toml file to manage your environment, ensuring your configuration remains strictly separate from the manager itself. Regardless of your choice, each of these tools offers a significant performance boost over a traditional Oh My ZSH installation.
This comparison highlights the key differences between 3 prominent Zeesh plugin managers, Oh My Zeesh, Zim, and Antidote. We evaluate these tools based on performance, usability, and design philosophy to help you choose the right one for your environment. Starting with startup speed, there is a clear performance gap. Oh My Zeesh is the slowest in the group, often taking 1 second or more to initialize. Zim and Antidote provide significantly better performance, with startup times of approximately 0.05 seconds and 0.03 seconds respectively, making Antidote the fastest option presented here. In terms of ease of use and philosophy, Oh My Zeesh is the most beginner-friendly, with a batteries-included approach that provides a complete experience out of the box. Zim strikes a balance between ease of use and performance with its speed and modules focus. Antidote is geared toward intermediate users, following a do-one-thing-well philosophy that prioritizes efficiency and minimalism. Regarding maintenance, Oh My Zeesh often uses an interruption-based update mechanism, whereas both Zim and Antidote utilize manual commands, giving the user more direct control over updates. Finally, a crucial point for many users is compatibility. All 3 managers can utilize the extensive library of Oh My Zeesh plugins, ensuring you have access to the same ecosystem regardless of the tool you choose. Based on performance, features, and modern best practices, we have curated 3 ultimate configurations for power users looking to optimize their terminal environments. The first configuration, the Ultimate Tmux experience, is built around ZSH. It utilizes Oh My ZSH specifically for essential plugins like Z and Git, while employing Power Level 10K as the theme. By enabling the transient prompt and P10K's instant prompt, you effectively hide framework load times and maintain clean, readable panes, making it an ideal choice for heavy multitasking. For users seeking immediate performance gains, we recommend the Snappy drop-in replacement. This setup involves migrating from Oh My ZSH to Zim FW. It represents the most efficient path to a faster terminal experience, offering a significant boost in responsiveness without requiring a time-consuming rewrite of your existing configuration. Lastly, the Total Control build is intended for those who prefer explicit configuration over magic frameworks. By using Antidote for plugin management and Starship for the prompt, you gain absolute authority over every element that loads into your shell. This configuration is perfect for power users who demand transparency and granular control over their development environment. These 3 paths provide a comprehensive spectrum of choices, ranging from optimized convenience to complete architectural control.